Hey YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back, welcome back. So today I did my very first coordinating on the set of a vertical. Can't talk about it too much, but a vertical series is, instead of our horizontal filming this way, the camera, not the phone, but the camera normally shot this way frame. It's now framed this way, right? So they shoot everything this way. It was a pretty cool series. I'm going to put some video links after. That's why the video quality is going to be a little lower, so I could sync it with all the video quality that I shot on my phone, okay? So anyway, yeah, I just want to say it was a hell of a good of experience. It was something new and fresh. It was like Bollywood sort of, but it was like the Asian version. And it was cool. We got to meet a lot of cool aspiring actors out there, and they had a couple of action sequences, and I was called out in the behind the scenes kind of thing to make sure the safety was good. I didn't do anything. I just came out. I let them borrow a mat, and that was it. But no, it was cool. It was a wonderful experience. I wanted to see what it was like, and no, it was great. I was helping out a buddy who's a cinematographer, and yeah, it was great catching up. It was a couple camera crew guys that I knew from back in other like music video and Bollywood sets, so they just called me out and they said, hey, you know what, man, they you know, it's very small and indie, and you know, I don't know if they're doing anything too crazy, so if you come out, we really appreciate your help. So I kind of volunteered my time just to make sure everything was safe and good. And you know, I brought my gear. I brought my stunt gear and I let them borrow this big old mat. I roll it up, and then I use my rope dart trainer to like wrap it to make sure it's not like a mess. So yeah, it was a good old day. So these are some things I wanted to talk about while I was on set. Make sure that when you're going to take a job, that you're going to be sure about that job, and B, know your value for that job. You know, these guys were trying to swindle, no, not swindle, but just trying to talk me down on a lower price for some stuff. And then when I spoke to people at my particular like same category and group of people, like, you know, like that, you know, we all kind of looked at each other and we're like, wait a minute, our daily rate is this X, Y, and Z. So now I had to like I had to just put my foot down and reinforce the fact that, you know, this is like the going rate, and it either goes up or it stays that rate, doesn't go down, right? And I did them a favor today. I did a half day, so I gave them a rate of 250, which was cool. But you know, I mean, yeah, that's, you know, that's not anytime you're taking a job, especially in art or media or film or anything, there's no half days. Okay, if you're doing a half day rate, that's because you're a nice person. You're doing that production a favor. So you know, I knew the cinematographer. I helped him out with a lot of gun safety and another production. You know, but yeah, when you go out there, remember your value. Know what your value is. It's really important. That's what I wanted to make in this video. How do you know what your value is? Well, it's three main things that I'd like to point out. A, it's the life experience you have. It has nothing to do with education. It has nothing to do with how formal or any of your life, any of that garbage is. Life experience, everybody has a different journey. Everyone has a different path, and that life experience is something that's fine-tuned and engineered to be acceptable. Is fine-tuned and engineered with tolerances and acceptableness. This is tolerances and things that you find acceptable to a certain extent, right? So yeah, once as you understand your value with that first note, understanding like, you know, your time, your value, your time that you've spent on this earth. Second note you got to talk about is like your education. And that doesn't necessarily mean your book smarts. Like, remember, education is a very vast thing. Your street smarts are just as valuable as somebody's university degree. And I've mentioned it before in the past many times. I was fortunate enough to not go to university right away. I kind of spent some time in the streets and I did some dumb stuff, but I didn't do anything to like harm anyone or anything like that. I just was a kid on the streets, just, you know, whatever, slaying dice, whatever, you know what I mean? Just whatever. Anyway, I spent time out there. I hung out with the wrong crowd, and you spend your time, you play your dues. But you know what? It gave me the books, it gave me the street smarts. So when I hit the books, I knew the right questions to ask, and I knew to ask questions, especially at times when it was necessary to ask questions. Because a lot of times when you're like not socially aware, then you're just going to sit there and just be like, what? And that's just not a good habit to get into. You want to get in the habit of asking questions. A curious mind is a great mind. They're going to say that there's stupid questions. No, there's no such thing as stupid questions. You want to be educated. You want to be street smart. You want to be book smart. You want to be a little bit of both. You don't have to do university. You don't have to do college. Frig, there's so much educational programs that are free online. Just look it up. Google what, just look it up. Look it up on YouTube. Look it up in Google. That's why YouTube's so valuable. People created YouTube accounts to give that information for you to go and search up. And guess what? If you're not a user on YouTube, then you're a creator on YouTube. One thing I got to tell you is I'm a heavy user on YouTube. Oh, I'm bad on YouTube. But creating on YouTube now has actually enlightened a little bit of my spirit and kind of like lit a fire under my tail and inspired me a bit to also reach out and inspire others. Okay, so that's point number 2, is educate yourself. Point number 3 is, this one's a tough one. You got to put your foot down. You got to be a little bit stern, but you got to be kind. Okay, it's a delicate balance. Like today, the producer comes up to me and asks, hey, could I borrow a charger? I'm like, I don't have a charger, but I do have a phone case that is a charger. So here, let me take my phone case out. So I took the phone case off and I handed her the phone case with my phone in this hand, and some clumsily habit, she swung around fast and I was like, whoa, and she hit my phone and I dropped on the ground. So now, you know what I mean? Like, that's when I had to like, just be like, okay, this is bad. I put the phone to my chest and I said, let's get the job done now. And then after, we're going to have to figure out some stuff, right? But on a real note, I had to send a text message at the end of the day to the production, say, hey, I had a great time. Just a keynote. These are my rates. And then not only that, I got to send you guys a bill to the production for fixing my phone. Because, I didn't have to give you a charge for your phone. You're a producer and you could have just gone the rest of your day with your phone unable, but out of the kindness of my heart, I helped you out. And, that's just how it is sometimes, like being kind, sometimes doing very kind things has some very like rash actions, I guess, but that's okay. Hopefully I score some more days with this production. They want me back in on Tuesday and Thursday. And yeah, I documented some cool stuff. Hopefully you guys like it. I hope you guys appreciate it. And I'm going to start making more videos like this where I have a lot of like behind the set footage, and I kind of want to piece it together with some knowledgeable and tidbits of information to help with life, and it just makes sense because in that way I could just dump all this memory out and start a fresh new video, so that way I could crush tomorrow or the day after or the day after that. So I just want to say it's a short video today. I like and love you guys so much, and I appreciate you all so much, and I'd be nothing without each and every one of you. So just a friendly reminder, I'll be here to always check in on you, make sure you're doing well. And I just want to tell you I love you and I care about you and I believe in you. And I don't know if anyone ever told you recently, I made a video a long time ago. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of the fact that you're out there and you're conquering things. So think about those 3 notes, okay? Think about those 3 notes are really important. And also enjoy the BTS footage. I hope you guys like it. These vertical series, so when they film it this way instead of this way, it's a different type because the framing's different. You see everything. When people hit the ground hard, or people, there's no hiding mats. You could hide these mats when it's horizontal, but when it's like, because you could frame up, but when it's vertical, the tallness of the frame, like all of the sky seen and then all of the ground is seen. You're seeing this half sphere of angulation and perspective. So being a safety guy around that, you got to make sure when they're doing whatever action or whatever stuff, you got to just make sure that, hey, yo, man, don't do anything fast. Slow it down. If you're gonna follow frame, don't fall on camera. Nobody wants to see you hit the ground. We aren't doing stunts here, right? So we want to keep it safe and good and just keep it clean action, right? So yeah, I'll probably be posting more stuff around the action-based stuff, just showing you how I coach also athletes that are older that want to get into stunt fighting and actors trying to get into that. I know I posted a couple videos of me like coaching kids, but I coach a wide range of people, and I do a wide range of like mentoring, coaching, and all that, right? It's just I wish it just at times was better, but that's okay. That's part of the journey, and that's what we do, right? So go out there, understand your value, appreciate your value, and like, subscribe. Tell me about your values in the comments. I'll comment back, and let's go out and crush 2025. Start your YouTube channel so you could have BTS footage to put in the end of your videos after you're done this, and then you increase your video length from 10 minutes to 15, or from 18 minutes to 20, whatever it is, right? So it's all about strategizing and game planning, right? And then also match the quality of video type. So a lot of people, when they tune into my like live feed videos, they're usually at 4K at high def, 4K at like, what is it, 30 frames? But this is usually these videos I make them at like 4K high def, so that way I could like edit them in the same like. Anyway, there's not any like weird editing phase outs. Don't worry, Anyway, love you. Be good. Stay safe. Take care. I'll be back in another video later. Okay, be good. Watch out for crazies. Oh, my car was on this whole time. I didn't even realize it. All right, be good, guys. Take care.
Actually, let me see you stayed over there. So let's say that you come from there and you stay there. You're walking there and then she hits you.
Oh, he said like the next kid?
No. First the kid. Yeah.
Okay. So how are you doing this kid part?
I feel like the stomach is kind of hard. Yeah, I think a knee and I think on the
Cass, what we want now is for you to wish you never born.
Ryan, wake up! Don't go down the wrong path.
Yo. Long time no see, Mrs. Montgomery.
I knew it was you, Rick. What the hell do you want?
What do I want? Let me think about that. But you know what? First, how about we put a little game time on things? 10 minutes and 12 seconds and counting.
Stop! Rick, you bastard!
and call. Beautiful.
Yo. Long time no see, Mrs.
I
Montgomery.
knew it was you, Rick. What the hell do you want?
What do I want? Let me think about that. But first, how about we put a little game time on? What is it? 10 minutes, 41 seconds and counting.
Stop, Rick, you bastard!